Hey guys! Okay, so to start this look, I'm using my Rimmel Match Perfection foundation in the colour 100 Ivory. I've already prepped my skin with moisturiser and I'm using a flat foundation brush to apply this product to my face. I'm starting in the centre of my face, so around my nose and my chin, because that's where I tend to get most of my redness and where my skin is most uneven. So I want this to look like my actual skin underneath, because it is an everyday makeup for during the day. Daylight tends to be the harshest kind of light on skin, so you don't want to pile on your foundation. You want it to look as natural as possible. So once I've applied the majority of the product onto my skin, I'm going to come in with my buffing brush and I am going to just really buff out the edges to really make my foundation look very, very seamless and really worked into my skin so it doesn't show up in the harsh daylight. Next, I'm going to use concealer. I'm using my Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer and this is in 10 Ivory. And I'm going to pop a little bit of that underneath my eyes to hide any dark circles, around my nose, a little bit on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and in the center of my forehead. So this is a really, really nice concealer. It has light reflective products in it, so it is going to highlight the areas of the skin as well. But also, again, it's just going to ensure that the center of my face isn't red and it all looks really even. Then I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte powder to powder all that in place. So just using a fluffy powder brush, I'm just patting it onto the skin so I'm not moving the product. And then with the same brush, I'm going to bronze my skin using my Bourjois bronzer. So I'm just bronzing the high points of my face where the sun would naturally hit. Again, I just want this to look really natural. It's everyday and it's quite quick. Once that is done, I'm going to put my blusher on. This is a Bourjois blusher in Rose. And I'm just going to put that onto the apples of my cheeks. Now that my skin is done, I'm going to comb through my brows. I'm using my HD palette as always in the colour dark brown and a MAC 266 angled brush. My eyebrows really need to be waxed and tinted, so they're quite untidy looking, but for every day I like them to look really, really natural anyway. I don't like them to look drawn on, so I just feather a very, very small amount of product through the brows. I just keep on going over my brows in really light strokes. Once that is done, I'm going to go over with a Maybelline Brow Set Gel, and this is slightly tinted. So it's going to add a little bit of colour as well. And it's also just going to make the hairs just stand out and look quite natural but more defined. Now once that's done, I'm going to come in with Wedge from MAC, and this is going to be my crease colour. So I'm just popping that through my crease with a MAC 217. It's a really natural skin colour. I'm just buffing a small bit of the product in to try and make it look as natural as possible. And I'm going over with a big fluffy blending brush just to really make that product look really seamless. And then I'm going to bring that underneath the eye as well and just dragging it down slightly, and that's just going to give the soft smoky effect. Then I'm going to take the rich brown colour from the HD palette on a MAC 239 and I'm going to bring that along my top lash line in the outer corner and then into the crease, so it's the outer V of the eye. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. I'm just going to pack the product on until I'm happy with how it looks. And then I'm going to just pop it on the very corner of the bottom lash. And once that is done, I'm going to bring it to the bottom lash, but without taking it off the skin, I'm going to bring it up to the top crease, so in the shape of a C, so it looks something like that, and then blend it through with a blending brush. So the trick to a smoky eye is just blending, especially if you want to do a natural soft smoky eye. You just keep on blending until there's no harsh lines or edges. I'm also going to come back in with the big fluffy brush as well, just to really make it smooth and soft. Once that is done, I'm going to take a little bit of Woodwinked from MAC, and this is a really nice kind of goldy brown shimmer. And I'm really going to blend that through because I just wanted to add a tiny bit more texture to the eye. And then I'm going to put a little bit of rice paper from MAC, again, a very, very small amount in the inner eye, and it's just going to brighten up the eye and make it look a little bit more bright throughout the day. Then I'm lining my eye with a black eyeshadow. I've used Carbon from MAC, but you can use any black eyeshadow. And I'm just pushing it into my lashes. This is just going to define my eye. And then I'm going over it with my MAC 266 angled brush, just kind of dragging it up to give it a soft, smoky effect. But it's very simple, just using really, really soft strokes. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm just putting it to the very outer corner where I applied the brown, just to make that a little bit dark and more defined. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'm going to come in with my Benefit They're Real mascara, and I'm going to put that on the top and bottom lashes. I find this mascara lasts all day and doesn't smudge. Then I'm going to line my waterline with my Rimmel white eyeliner. This is 071, and it's a soft kohl pencil, so it's going to make the eyes appear bigger and more awake. Next, I'm going to take my Soap and Glory lip gloss, and this is Mighty Mouth, and it's just a nudie kind of pink lip gloss. So there you have the finished look, guys, a natural, everyday, soft, smoky look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.